As a non-participant president, I will encourage the government to review these issues and to consider new ways and adopt an open approach to evaluate the situation and receive the input from the people. These issues include public transport, housing, national service, adequate savings for CPF, and others. For each major issue, I suggest the formation of a review committee that can consider the input from many segments of our society, especially from the people who are most affected. The review should be done in an open and transparent way. And should encourage active discussion to find alternative and better solutions. Where there are differences in view, it is useful to put the matter to a vote in a democratic and non-partisan way. This review may reaffirm that the current approach adopted by the government is still the best for our situation, or it may find that alternative solutions are better. Let us have an open mind. I will next talk about charity. From time to time, we read heart-wrenching stories in the media of Singaporeans who are struggling to cope with challenges in their lives. Despite the good work of the government, charities and other civic groups, some Singaporeans continue to fall through the cracks and face an uphill task to provide a decent life for themselves and their children. Often, financial hardship is at the center of these challenges. If elected, I pledge to donate at least half of the President's salary to a charity which I will launch. The President's Charity. While the elected President will take the lead in starting the charity, all Singaporeans, individuals and corporations will be encouraged to come forward to help make the fund grow and broaden the support to a wide range of worthy causes. The more there is in the fund, the more we can do for our fellow Singaporeans. For a start, the President's Charity will support two causes. First, pay for the school fees of children from poor families. Second, pay the medical fees of the elderly from poor families. The media has reported cases where schools, in the course of adhering to current procedures, have withheld the report card or result slips of students who were found to be in arrears in payment of their school fees. These need to be redressed, as no child should be penalized in the course of his or her education because of financial difficulties. As school principals are in the best position to identify needy students, we will leave it to them to recommend whom the charity should support. Principals will be encouraged to send in their list of needy students to the approving committee of the President's Charity for consideration. While various schemes exist to assist the elderly to meet their medical needs, all too often, stringent and sometimes inflexible guidelines deny the elderly of such support. It is only fitting for a civilized society to look after the elderly who are in need, as they are the ones who, in their younger years, have helped to build the society in which we now live. Social workers who come across cases where the elderly are unable to obtain assistance from the existing schemes can refer such cases to the President's Charities Approving Committee. The President's Charity can be the charity of last resort. I will now talk about the duties of the President in the Constitution. The President has to carry out the specific duties set out in the Constitution. These duties are primarily to safeguard the past reserves, approve the key appointments in the civil service and the public organizations, to represent the country in international relations, and to act as a check and balance on the government in the exercise of powers and prevent the abuse of powers and corruption in specific areas. I intend to carry out an independent approach in the exercise of these powers and to work constructively and in cooperation with the government to achieve outcomes that are best for the country. Being independent of the government and with a strong mandate from the people, the President will be able to make a difference in exercising these duties. In carrying out the duties of the President, I will be guided by my 5 personal values. They are honesty, fairness, positive attitude, courage, and public service. I put forward these values as a guide for Singapore to move ahead in creating a new future for our citizens. I believe they are largely accepted and shared by all Singaporeans. I know that each person will give different priority to some of these values and may well have other values they consider to be important as well. But values are important to unite the people to move forward. The presidential election that will be held in a few weeks' time will be an important opportunity for the citizens of Singapore to decide on the kind of future they want for our country, for themselves, and for their children, and the kind of president they wish to elect to lead the country. I look forward to your support. Thank you.